What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're here in Eustis, Texas, and we're calling this the Gambrel Barndominium. It's a Gambrel style, big two-story, going to be big great side walls. So there's going to be quite a bit going on here, but right here is the garage shop area, which will have some flat work that extends and connects the two sides. But the victory for us for this week is we finally are pouring foundation after all the rain that we've had. I mean, it's been probably 8 or 9 straight days of rain last week or so. And as you can see, because Capital Site Works got in here and got our excavation work done, mostly all of this has drained really good around here. And when you have good pad sites and you have good drainage, it really does cut down on the downtime when you do have rain. So that's always one good tip. Go ahead and do the work on the front end to kind of prepare for drainage, because it will help you along the way. Also, accessibility is a key thing. And this is something that we did here on this project, which we're always kind of preaching to our clients. Accessibility is going to be really important throughout your project. So like right here, you see this nice big gravel road that Capital Site Works was involved in helping us put together, which made it nice. We were able to pull the pump truck straight in, park him right there. It is a little bit tight because I don't really have a turnaround area necessarily for the trucks, so they can just kind of pull in and back the rest of the way down. But overall, this is our main spread for the house. So you're going to see kind of that gambrel style come up and over, and it's going to look more like a barn than typical. So it's not your gable end, it's a gambrel end. And it's going to be, change it up for a bit. You can see we've got all the engineered foundation in. We're using a post-tension cable system. We've got footers as well, which is where a lot of your main steel supports and those kind of things are going to sit. And then, we are going to have some floor plugs over here. I'm waiting on Brandon to get over here. He's running a little bit behind this morning, so I'll try to catch you guys up to speed on that once we get going. But yeah, so far, so good. 2 trucks down, and I would imagine we're probably going to have 14 or more trucks if it's going to be 140 plus. So I'll update you guys on that here in a little bit. But there you go. This is the Gambrel style Barndominium in Eustis, Texas. We got Capital Pumping here with us today, and we just poured out 2 truckloads here, which filled in a lot of the beams and is getting us some of the top out here. So we're waiting on some more trucks. Here comes truck number 3. Mark Marietta is servicing us today here on this job. It's been really nothing but good story mostly ever since we set up our account. So shout out to Mark Marietta, always showing up when I need him. Here on the Gambrel Barndominium in Eustis, Texas. He's going to back this thing down the driveway, which isn't too far across there. We've just about got this whole little shop completed. So everything's going pretty good here. They keep sending me trucks. That's a good thing. We're now pouring footers over here into the house. So all of the grate beams, normally we'll pour those first, and then it's just kind of like checking it off the list. It's not a real small barn dough here. This is actually pretty good sized barn dough. It's just a 2-story, so you're gonna have your living area down here. And one thing about it, it's got waterfront back that way, which is gonna be beautiful. So this is kind of the dividing point for the porch. So you can sit right here on the porch and enjoy all this nature back in here. Great big size porch. So, you know, and look at all the support you got in these porches. Grade beams, footers. Engineer always overdoes it with these footers like that. I don't really need all that kind of support because this is really not no major support structure. It's pretty light, but we stick to the plan. We still got them in there. That always is good for inspection, but it's really not necessary. So far, it's a good day. Cloudy, a little bit cloudy today, and we had a little bit of a drizzle going this morning, but for the most part, we'll take this any day over 104-degree June weather. So one of the things we always do whenever you're expecting bad weather, you try to put a trench, and he's filled this in this morning, but we had a trench kind of leading out on the low side, so we dug that out. That way, if water is getting inside while you got all of this set up, while you're waiting to pour concrete, it'll drain out the side. So that's just something that these guys do. I don't have to tell them to do that. They know. Pouring concrete really isn't too bad for us. Things that I have to focus on myself usually are just where I'm going to put these embeds, and you know, double checking all the plumbing, make sure we have electrical in the islands and these kind of things. And and sometimes the concrete guys handle that too, but you guys have been watching our videos, probably recognize some of these faces. Same guys. This is the Hernandez bunch out here. Brothers, sons, nephews, cousins. Same old guys. Joe's over there across the way. And like I said, we're having a good day. All right, guys, we're just pouring this last little bit here. As you can see, this will be the last bit for the house portion. We still have the porch in the back left to pour. So this is the first really the main thing that you're wanting to do is to get each territory poured all at once. So you just never know if there's going to be any problems or any delays based on how far away it is from the plant with the concrete trucks. But Martin Marietta has been pretty good to us so far today, and because we got this little shop area, see, we're saving this little flat work area. Even the flat work has grade beams, and then that back area. And you may say, well, why do you have all the support in an area like this where this is just kind of like a sidewalk? Well, we do have a structure that's going to be built here, but this is an engineered foundation, and any concrete, especially if it's going to be connected and tied together, is got to be engineered as well. So it's all made for support, but at the same time, you don't want anything moving individually. So that's what's going on. It's 3,500 psi, and we actually had them put this in or start running it as a 6 slump. So we started off with a 5, but they wanted it to be dry, a little bit drier by the time I got out here, because by the time it gets here from the truck, it was end up being a little bit wetter. Okay, well, we got this one wrapped up, boys. Here's the shop area. Big 18-foot door right there coming in. You kind of see where our break happens there for the door. And usually what we're trying to do is do a little drop down right here for the door itself. So we usually open that up. And then this is the go-between here when the sun really came out. So it's hot. Got a doggy shower over here, drop down shower. This will be an entrance here that comes into the shop with a covering over top. And then there's a utility room, which has an island over here, which we got power ran to that, as well as the island there for the kitchen. This is one big open area right here, so looking from one side to the other, you'll have one big great room. As you can see, we got some floor plugs over there in the living room. There will be a fireplace as well on that side, and we've got a mainframe embed coming across this point from one side to the other. It's 2 stories, so your second story is going to be over here, more so on this side, and the gambrel part will come up and cut over and do this design over here. So turned out good. It's got quiet here. All the guys are just kind of getting ready to pull a lot of the forms off, which he's already started doing, like here on this side, as you can see. And then they're taking a little break, and they'll get these forms and then head on back, because we're going to be somewhere else early in the morning. So I thought it was kind of good just to kind of hang around, see these guys get this one finished, because I'm usually always scurrying off And you can see how we've got the cables here. Those, we've already contacted the cable company, and they will be coming and pre-tensioning that. Usually within 24 hours, they'll come out and pre-tension. Of course, we'll pull these forms off. It's a little harder to get these forms off when you got the cables like that, because you got to slide them through. So you got to do a little more digging in order to get these forms off. But they're going to let them set up just a little bit more and be pulling those off here in just a minute. So that's it for this pour here on this Gambrel Barndominium that we're doing here in Eustis, Texas. Hope you guys will follow along. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do that now. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We've got a lot of you guys have come along for the journey, and some of you on some of these tour videos and things like that. But we've got a whole lot more to come. We're gonna be pouring foundation like crazy right now. We've got them coming up all over the place, and we've got several projects that we'll be wrapping up and showing you guys the finished products on. So it's gonna be pretty exciting as we move along on these projects. So thanks for watching today. If you haven't already subscribed, do it now. Also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Josh Helm, wishing you all the best. Thanks for watching. Texas best.